जी जंत सरन तुम्हारी सरब चिंत तुद पासे जो तुद भावे सोई चंगा एक नानक की अरदासे जो तुद भावे सोई चंगा एक नानक की अरदासे।
सतनाम श्री वाहिगुरु साहिब जी। श्लोक सत पुरख जिन जानिया सतगुर तिस का नाओ तिस कै संग सिख उदरै नानक हर गुण गाओ। सत पुरख जिन जानिया सतगुर तिस का नाओ तिस कै संग सिख उदरै नानक हर गुण गाओ। सत पुरख जिन जानिया।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सतगुरु जी साजी नवाजी साध संगत जी आप जी धन धन श्री गुरु ग्रंथ ਸਾਹਿਬ जी महाराज जी दे पावन पुत्र हजूरी अंदर इकੱਤਰ हो रहे हो। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸੁਖ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ। This ਬਾਣੀ that gives us peace that ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ has blessed us with of Sri Sukhmani Sahib. We've been blessed to go for the Katha Vichar of this Bani for many months. Pretty much a year we've been going through this Katha Vichar, the discourse, understanding what Guru Sahib is saying to us. Even just today, came back from the Sukhmani Sahib part as well. It's afsoos di gal ya saad sangat ji is quite sad because when we have these Sukhmani Sahib parts, many times the Parvar are sitting in the Langar hall when the part is going on. Jado samapti hundi hai, then they come back into the darbar. So when the part is going to finish, they come back inside, they listen to the Kirtan, Ardas, फिर langar shakde, then they have langar. But the essence of being there in the first place was to listen to the Bani Sri Sukhmani Sahib. So at the same time, we could just point fingers at the family, the Sangat, but then it's our duty as well to inform the Sangat. What is this Bani? What is Guru Sahib Ji saying in this Bani? What teachings is Guru Sahib Ji giving to us to give us sukh? How do we gain sukh in our lives? How do we gain happiness? The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji told us in the last Katha, they said to us in the Ashtapadi, before the one we're going to go through today, the Sataravi Ashtapadi, Guru Maharaj Ji says to us, ke man mere tin ki ot lehe, man tan apna tin jan dehe. Zahe mere mana, oh my mind, tin ki ot lehe. Ot he means support, ja sharan, ke sache Paasha Ji de sharan vich pehna kar. Come into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. Come into the court of those saints. Man mere tinki otle man tan. Give your mind, give your body to that one. Tin jan dehe. He, speaking about Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, gave everything to them. Man tan apna tin jan dehe. Jin jan. Who is this jan? Who is this servant of WhyGuru Ji? Jin jana apna Prabhu pachhata. Who knows WhyGuru Ji? Who is one with WhyGuru Ji. So jan sarva thok ka data. Because that one servant themselves, they have all the gifts. Jere char padarth han saad sangat ji, the four gifts that we all, we all ask for in some kind of ways. Kaam, we ask our desires be fulfilled. Dharam, to live a righteous life. Moksh, mukti didata. The arth, tana daulat. We ask for these things from the Guru. The Maharaj Ji fulfills all those anyway. The Sikh doesn't want them, but they come running behind the Sikh. Nav nidhi, athar hai siddhi, piche lage, fir hai johar hirday, sada vasai. Maharaj Ji says to us, the one who has God's name inside their heart, they say that these different treasures, they run behind them all the time. We don't have to chase them. We don't have to worry about them. Maharaj Ji says that piche, they run behind that Guru Sikh. Hirday sada vasai, johar hirday, sada vasai. Jina de hirday de vich saad sangat ji, Prabhu Parmeshwar WhyGuru Ji, aap vasda hai, inside the heart of WhyGuru Ji resides themselves. So Maharaj Ji carries on sarva thok ka data, tiski sarna sarva sukha pav hai. Within the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Sarab Sukha Pave, Sare Sukha, Sasing with the happiness that we want, Pave hai, it's all gained. Tiske Darsa, Tan Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji de Darshan Didar Karke, Bas seeing Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Tiske Darsa, Sab, Paap Mitave hai. All of our sins are washed away. All the pains that we have in this life, or many, many lives to come, they say they all are washed away. Tiske Darsa Sab Paap Mitave, Avarisyan Pa, Sagali Chad, Tishan Ki Tu Seva Lag. They're saying that give up all of our clevernesses, Tishan Ki Tu Seva Lag, serve that one. And then Maharaj says in the last pankti, Tishan Ki Tu Seva Lag, Avana Javna Ho Bhi Tera, Nanak Tishan Ke Puja Ho Sad Pera. That I'm always a sacrifice, I always do puja, I worship the Guru's charan all the time. So that was in the last Katha of Sri Sukhmani Sahib. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji today is going to bless us with some more Sikhya. Because this next salok that we're going to go through, the 18th salok in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, the Guru Sikhs come to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. So Maharaj Ji de paas aake benti karde ne, they do a humble plea to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj ke, Hey Sache Pasha Ji, SatGuru di ki lachan han. They say, what are the lachan of a SatGuru? So we all hear with this word SatGuru, say SatGuru Nanak, ja SatGuru Nanak pargataya, meti thund jaga chandana hua, SatGuru. SatGuru, SatGuru. What is this? Who is a SatGuru? What is their lachan? Lachan means their qualities, their characteristics. And who can we call a SatGuru? So again, Maharaj is going to tell us the answer to this. The Sikhs ask the question, and then Maharaj is going to give the uttar. So Maharaj ji aap uttar baksh de han. So let's focus our minds on the charan of Tan Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, and let's see what Sikhya Guru Sahib Ji gives us there. Now the Nasa Sangha Ji, we can also go for a Jeevani of Bhai Sapai Jagara Singh Ji, because it's their Barsi on Wednesday, the 20th of July. It will be 5 years since Bhai Sahib Ji left their physical body. So 5 years go very quickly. So in one of the Paudya that we go through, the Pade, we'll link that to Bhai Sahib Ji's Jeevani as well, because they talk about Gurmukhi Sikh, the one who's a Sikh of the Guru. So let's focus our minds on the charan of Tan Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji Katha. Aram karan to pehla Saad Sangat Ji, let's say the words, let's ask Guru Sahib Ji's bakshish. So Sadi Sangat Akho Satnam Sri WhyGuru Sahib Ji.
Sat Purkh Jin Janiya, SatGuru Tis Ka Nao.
So, Jiri Sangat si, the Sangat came to Maharaj Ji, they benti kiti si ke SatGuru Ji di lachan ki han. What is a lachan? What is a lachan of the SatGuru, of a true Guru? The Maharaj Ji says ke Sat Purkh Jin Janiya. Sat Purkh Pave Jisne Naas to rehta hai, the one who cannot be destroyed. Sat Purkh, that true being. Sat Purkh Jin Janiya. Jinna ne jaan liya saas, the one who knows the true being, the one that cannot be destroyed. They say SatGuru tis ka naam. They say us da naam SatGuru hai. The one who knows, the one who cannot be destroyed, they are known as a SatGuru. That is a Puran Guru, Pura Guru, the one who is complete. They say that is a true Guru who knows WhyGuru Ji, because there's many Gurus in the world who call themselves a Guru, but they say they're not a SatGuru. They're not the true Guru, but the true Guru is the one who knows Satpurkh, who knows WhyGuru Ji, Hanji.
Tis ka sang Sikh udara, Nanak har gun gao.
Ise tarah Maharaj Ji keh rahe ne ke tis ke sang, ke unna di sangat karke, by doing their sangat. Tis ke sang Sikh udara. Udara he means to become mukt. Ke us Sikh mukt ho janda hai, the one who does seva, who does sangat of that Satguru. So if you come and do seva of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, tis ke sang Sikh udara, Nanak har gun ga. Maharaj Ji kathan karde han ke Nanak har gun ga, ke Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji de guna nu gauna karo. They say sing the praise of WhyGuru Ji, sing their qualities all the time. Ke Maharaj Ji is Diyalu, Kripalu. They have so much compassion, they have so much love. So always sing their qualities, because by singing their qualities and those, Maharaj Ji Kripa karan, those qualities become enshrined inside us as well. Jadasi Maharaj Ji de guna nu gauna karde han, Hanji.
Astapadi SatGuru Sikh ki kare pratpal.
So Maharaj Ji says uske SatGuru Sikh ki. Jo SatGuru Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, our Guru. This is SatGuru apne Sikh di हमेशा ही प्रतिपालना करता है. They always take care of their Guru Sikh. So Maharaj Ji never comes a stage where Maharaj Ji doesn't take care of the Sikh. So अपने Sikh दी प्रतिपालना करता है. They always take care of the Sikh. हमेशा ही, all the time. Whenever जब भी लोड़ पैंदी है, whenever there's a need, Guru Maharaj Ji always takes care of their Sikh. No matter whatever is happening in their life, sometimes we go through struggles, but Maharaj Ji is there. We'll see an example later on. Yeah, how does Maharaj Ji do this, Hanji?
Sevak ko gur sada dayal.
Te sache Paatshah Ji apne Sikh di tai hamesha hi diyalu honde hande, always diyalu on their Guru Sikh. So Sevak ko, when it comes to their Sikh Satsanga Ji, Sevak Guru sada dayal hamesha hi diyalu han. They're always compassionate. The thing with us is that we want our compassion. We say that Maharaj Ji is like a sagar. They are the sagar. They're like an ocean of compassion. But what happens with us is that we have compassion. We have a certain amount. We have like a threshold. And then when somebody takes us past that threshold, then we run out of compassion and then we just lose it. But Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, WhyGuru Ji, is the ocean of compassion. Just like how the ocean doesn't have no end, our Guru has the end to the amount of compassion. We can keep messing up and messing up, but if we truly mean it and we want to be forgiven, the Guru will forgive us. So there's always a way back. That's the key point here. Many times when we feel like we've made a mistake, we think there's no way back now. But the qualities of the Guru and the qualities of the Guru ka Sikh, the servant of the Sikh, the servant of the Guru, they always offer a way back to the one who falls. There's always a way back home. Okay, everybody we see today in today's world that, if somebody messes up, it's like, see you later, mate. Never going to see you again. Goodbye. Good luck in life. Right? Or like good luck in hell. Obviously it's not nice. But that's what we become. We become so, repel that person and say, that's it. There's no more hope for you. But when it comes to the home of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, doesn't matter who that person is, they could be the biggest papi, the biggest sinner, there's always a way back for them. There's always a way back. Even if that person tries to even kill the Guru and take the sword to the Guru, just like how Pende Khan, who was once an orphan, a Sikh of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, Maharaj Ji brought them up themselves, made him to a great warrior, and in one of their battles, I think it's the battle of Sri Kartarpur Sahib, the fourth battle of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, Pende Khan turned on Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, the one who's given them everything, given them food. Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji gave them 2 buffaloes when they were a young child. They said, take these 2 buffaloes and drink buffalo milk every single day with pistachios and other types of nuts to make them nice and strong, badam, almonds, all types of food to make him to a great warrior. And then just because of this, there was this one time when there was like this, disagreement between Guru Sahib Ji and Pende Khan. Pende Khan lied to the Guru. Maharaj Ji said to the Sikhs, give him a chapead, give him a slap. And then he turned his back on the Guru, and then he brought a whole army. Over 100,000 soldiers he brought to attack Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, the army of Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is the father of Aurangzeb. Right? So he brought this whole army, and he tried to kill Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. In that last moment, Guru Sahib Ji still forgave him as well. Tuti garden har Gopal, Sarab Jiya ape pratpal. The ones that are tuti, the ones that are broken from the Guru, they said they can be mended again and brought back. So Maharaj Ji here is saying to us, in that respect, Maharaj Ji is Dayalu. They always have compassion on their Guru Sikhs, Hanji.
Sikh ki gur durmat malhera.
Te Saad Singh Ji, jo Sikh di khoti buddhi hai, khoti mat hai, that Sikh who has a very, very bad type of soch, a bad way of thinking. We have it sometimes. Everybody, jo ਅਸੀਂ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, we do ਪਾਠ, we're doing Kirtan, we're in Saad Sangat, we think, what bad thought comes in my head. The thoughts that we have, such very bad thoughts, we think, how can I have these thoughts? I'm doing Maharaj Ji di seva. How can these bad thoughts come in mind? But we have to realize that we don't know how much mail we have inside us. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਲੀਨ ਹੈ, that dirt inside us, ਜਿਹੜੀ mail ਹੈ, is taken away, it's being washed away. And when you wash the mail, it has to come out. And when it comes out, it has to come through the mind. So Sikh ki, Gur, that khoti buddhi sasana, a dirty mind that we have inside us, Maharaj is saying to us that Durmat Mala Hire, Durmat. Durmat means the dirty mind. That mind is being cleaned. Mala Hire, that mind that's filled with mel, Papa Rupi mel. It's filled with so many sins that have caused this mel inside our mind. Hire means be taken away. Nash ho jante han, they're all destroyed from the Guru. The Guru removes all the dirt from our mind. Keve Saad Sangat ji agge Maharaj ji sanu dasde han ji.
Gur bachani har naam uchara.
How is that mel washed away? Gur bachani. Through the Guru's bachan. Pave through Gurbani. Jidi Bani Maharaj ji aap uchari. That Bani that Guru Sahib recite themselves. Har naam uchara. That Bani that Guru Sahib ji has recited, it was for us to recite. It wasn't just something they said one day and that's it. That's why we have Gurbani today. People do Shanka on Guru Granth Sahib. You say Guru Granth Sahib Ji is telling us to japa naam, and that's it, you japa naam. There's no real need for Guru Granth Sahib Ji. But all of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is going to give us mukti, all their Bani. It's Kalyana Bani. Kalyana means to be mukt, to gain mukti. So Maharaj Ji says that Guru Bachani har naam uchre, ke Gurbani ucharan karke, by reciting Gurbani ucharan karke, Fir Satsang ji, our mind becomes pure. How is that true? Maharaj Ji says us pariye mata papa ke sanga oho tope nave ke rang. Pariye mat, that mind that's filled with papa ke sang. Pave papa rupi mel oho tope nave ke rang. Nav means nam rupi bani. Nave ke rang. So one thing is nam, but the second thing is Prem Dinan. If we don't do with Prem, there's still an effect. Effect still happens, but not the full effect. Just like when the Sikhs came to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, Sache Paatshah Ji, Satve Paatshah Ji, they did Benti ke Maharaj Ji, that Sikh who reads Gurbani but does not focus. Jo unna da dhyan hai saasing is somewhere else, very, very far away. They say they still get the fal of reading Gurbani, they still get the effects. The Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji said to them, they didn't say nothing. They gave them no answer, no jawab. But the next day, when Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji is walking with the Guru Sikhs, they see these broken pot sheds on the floor. In those pot sheds there was ghee, there was ghee, butter. And the sun was shining, and the sun was shining upon that ghee. The Maharaj Ji says that this like you got tikara, you got these like broken pot sheds. Maharaj Ji says that's like our body. That when the body becomes mitti, becomes dust, and it becomes ash, that's just like this pot. It was once a pot, now it's been smashed into little pieces. But the person who reads Gurbani, that Gurbani sits inside them, whether they understood it or not. Because sometimes today we say that, if we don't understand it, if we don't pay attention, then is there any point? Of course we should pay attention, we should understand it, but we still ask the question because sometimes when we come to the Godara for the first time, or we're sitting there thinking, does this have an effect on us? It's just like putting that ghee inside that pot, inside that panda. Even when that panda smashes, and the same with his body becomes dust, that ghee still shines inside that pot, and that Gurbani will still shine inside us as well. It still has an effect. 100%. Of course, the more we focus, when we read Gurbani with Prem, then the effect is way more, and it happens much quicker. But even if we don't, because we know ourselves, sometimes we could be sitting there not paying attention, but it has an effect, because that Gurbani still rings inside our ears. Just a bit of a worldly example. Many, many years ago, back when I was in school, I was trying to get work experience. It was bare hard. I left it too late. It's my own fault, to be honest. And at the end, I ended up doing work experience in retail in Wilkinson's. It was called Wilco's today, right? And it was Christmas time. And you know what happens at Christmas time, right? They play Christmas songs all the time, right? And the whole time, I could just remember having Christmas carols going in my ears. I wasn't paying attention to it, but it was still have an effect on me. Because every time I go home, I was singing the Christmas songs. I'm not going to sing it here, or else I'll be someone probably tell me off afterwards. But the reason I'm saying this is because even sometimes when we're not paying attention, it's still going in the background. And all it takes is 1 second to pay attention, and it has an effect. Meaning that every time we come into the Guru's core, that means we have an opportunity to connect. And one day we might connect. And we might realize actually in our local Guru Kar, there's so much happening. But if we don't make that effort to come here, we'll never know. So you have to make an effort to come and see a Guru. And that one day when we really needed it, it could be a conversation with somebody in the foyer, in the Joda Kar. It could be one day somebody smiles at us, somebody speaks to us. A Gyani Singh, one of the Babajis that we have here, they can speak to us and that can have an effect on us. But we'll never know until we come in the Guru's court. But the reason for saying this is because even if we don't understand what the Guru is saying, it has an effect and it sits inside us as well. And when we leave this body, that Guru Bani will shine, just like how Guru Har Rai Sahib told those Guru Sikhs, Hanji.
SatGuru Sikh ke bandhan katte.
ਤੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਬੰਧਨ ਪਾਵੇ ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਰੂਪ ਜੰਜਾਲ. These shackles of janam ਅਤੇ ਮਰਨ, life and death. So janam ਮਰਨ ਰੂਪ ਜੰਜਾਲ ਕੱਟ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਆਪ. They themselves remove all those shackles that we have on us. Whether that's of life or death, whether that's of attachment or anger, they become like these shackles on us that we cannot break. Every time we try, koshish karde hai, we try so many times, but we cannot break them away. But SatGuru Ji themselves, bandhana kate, they cut those away. Whether that's the biggest thing, which is life and death, coming again, or in our lives, which can seem like such a big thing, which is, we all have our own demons, our things that we're facing. But it's SatGuru Ji Maharaj Ji, bandhana kate, who cuts them all away from us, Hanji.
Gur ka Sikh vikar te hata.
Te Sahib Singh Ji, jire vish vikar han, all these different passions that we have inside us. Hate Maharaj Ji removes them all as well. Just like a Sakhi of Pajoga Ji, Pajoga Singh Ji, Sikh of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sache Pachi Maharaj Ji. Te Pai Joga Singh Ji, the lot of seva of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. From Bachpan to, from a very young age, a lot of seva Pai Joga Singh Ji did. Not just a little bit, so much. But kai wari jadon assi seva karde, we do seva, fir hankar vi utpad honda Sahib Singh, we gain hankar inside us as well. Te ki ho gaya Sahib Singh Ji Maharaj Ji said to Pai Joga Singh Ji, because their Mata Pita Ji came to Anandpur Sahib. Pai Joga Ji stayed with Guru Gobind Singh Ji, they seva for a long time. Then the Mata Pita Ji came and they said, hey Sache Pash, it's time for our son to get married now. So Maharaj Ji said, that's fine. The rishta happened, but Maharaj Ji said to Pai Joga Singh Ji that whenever I call you, you have to come. Whenever I call you. Doesn't matter what's happening, when the Guru calls, you have to come. Te Pai Joga Ji says, Sat Bhajan Maharaj Ji. Te ki ho gaya Sahib Singh Ji, when the Guru Gobind Singh Ji called Pai Joga Singh Ji, they called them when they were getting married, during their lava. Right, so we all know about the child love. When you walk around Guru Granth Sahib Ji 4 times, when I say you, if you're not married, then maybe one day that'll happen. You do a child lava. So Pai Joga Singh Ji was on his second love. So har dujri love. Jo Maharaj Ji, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, ucharde han. Pai Joga Ji is going around the second time, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji tests Pai Joga Singh Ji. Give Maharaj Ji sends a Sikh to Pai Joga Ji, and they say, give them this Hukamnama Sahib and tell them they have to come and see me right now. So imagine, Pai Sahib Ji is getting married. He's walked around Guru Granth Sahib Ji the second time, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, come now. Come now and see me. So Pai Joga Ji leaves at that time, and he's on his way to go and see Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji. But what happens? That subtle hankar, that subtle pride sits in his mind, there's no Sikh like me. Which Sikh would leave their own marriage, their own Anand Karaj, in the middle of it, which God in the middle to go and see their Guru? Nobody would do that. Only I can do that. I've done that. So what happens? Vikar. He has Vikar inside him now because he's got Hankar. Vishya Vikar. Jire Panj Vikar Han. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Hankar. He's got Hankar inside him. But what happens with the Panj Vikar Sahib Singh Ji is that when it comes to Krodh, Kam, all these things, they're not separate. They're all linked. Right? So sometimes when we become Krodhi, we become angry, and we don't express that anger, or we don't release it in a positive way, it can turn into Kam. It can turn into Moh. It can turn to lust, desires. It can turn to attachment. It can turn to anger. It was already anger anyway. It can turn to many. It can turn to greed. So what happens is Pajogaji goes from hankar to kam, to lust. Because as he's walking by, he sees the car of a Vesva. Vesva means a prostitute. And he sees his home, and that lady, she's very, very beautiful. As is written, she's so beautiful that Pajoga Singh Ji becomes completely imbued in her beauty, and he wants to go inside that house. So look at this, from being a Sikh who does so much seva of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji, to being called by the Guru on his second love. How blessed is he, the Guru is calling him, being so proud of himself, that Pajoga Singh Ji thinks to himself that there's no greater Sikh than me, and now he's going to fall to lust straight away, because how beautiful this woman is. And he goes to the door of that woman. But who is standing at that door? There's a guard standing there. And they say, you're Sikh of the Guru. You shouldn't be coming here. You should be going to your Guru. So what does Pajoga Singh Ji do? He goes away. But fir Duji Wari, Fir Sah Singh Ji, again he comes back. Mudke he comes back to the Darwaja. And that guard standing at the door says, this is Ishnan da Samaya. This is the time to do Ishnan. This is not Vikar da Sama. This isn't the time to get engrossed in Vishi Vikar. This is the time to do Ishnan. Tu kaun hai? They say, who are you? Why have you come here for? Why have you come to this door? So this guard is putting Pajoga Singh Ji on the spot and keeping him in line. Then Pajoga Singh Ji goes to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji, because there's a lot of sharam then, okay, look at this big papa I was going to commit. For being so high, they would have fallen so low. They said that why would you not fall into Narak so easily from this one act? That's how crazy it is. Just from one act of calm, we could just lose everything. We could lose all the hard work we've done. We know ourselves, anyone who suffers with lust, or in today's world things like pornography, masturbation, these kind of things, all it takes is one time for somebody to fall. It happens very quickly. The Maharaj says just, Hey Kamang, Naraka Bisaramang, Boho Joni Paramavana hai. Happens to everyone, not just males, females as well. Maharaj says, Hey Kamang, they say, oh Kam, what do you do to people? Naraka Bisaramang, you send people to hell. That's what you do, Kam. Boho Joni Paramavana hai. Outside of a Grist Jivan, they say that one who indulges in Kam, adultery, these kind of things, looking at the wrong things, indulging in these things, indulging in their lust, they say ke Naraka Bisaramang. Kithe jante ne, they go to Narak. And then Boho Joni Paramavan hai, and they come back again and again in this 84 lakh June. Many, many times. So Maharaj is saying to us here ke that person who has this vikar, who has these different types of negative thoughts in their mind, Guru ka Sikh, bekar te hate, Maharaj removes them. Because when Pajoga Singh Ji went to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, they said, Maharaj said to that person standing at the door, it was me, Maharaj says. That Maharaj kept them away from that Vesva. Meaning in our lives, when we feel like we're going to fall, if we have our Sikhi and we have our Guru, then at that, when we're going to walk through that door of anger, of lust, of attachment, the Guru is standing there and they'll stop us from going through that door. They'll save us, to take care of us. We have no power. Sometimes you don't even know how to speak. Sometimes we don't know when to speak, or we should speak, but we don't even speak. Jo na mangana der na jod, jo na jeevan marna hai jod, jod na raj mal mansor, jis hat jod, kar vekhe soe. Who has all the jod? So WhyGuru Ji, Nanak uttama neech na koi. Nanak uttama neech na koi. There's nobody high, there's nobody low, because one minute somebody could be the highest of the high, next minute they could be the lowest of the low. The one who's the lowest of the low could be the highest of the high. Bahut aaye overdone. Ades, they say Ades. That's why I do namaskar to WhyGuru Ji, because in a second they can make the highest of the high the lowest of the low, and the one who could become the lowest of the low, they'll keep him the highest of the high. That is our Guru. What do we need to do? Maharaj Ji Kirpa Karan. Just stay in the Guru Sharan. Stay in the core of the Guru. Then Maharaj Ji do Kirpa. Maharaj Ji aap Kirpa karange. Hanji.
SatGuru Sikh ko naam tan de.
Te Maharaj Ji, Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, SatGuru Ji apne Sikh nu naam rupi tan bakhsh dinde han. They bless us with this tan, this true wealth of naam. This is the true wealth that the Guru has given to everyone, if we want to take it. If we give our head to the Guru, ਤੇ Mar Ji blesses us with this Naam Rupi Tan Hanji.
ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਡ ਭਾਗੀ ਹੈ
And they say the one who is a Sikh of the Guru, Guru ka Sikh, ਜੋ Guru Maharaj Ji ਦਾ Sikh ਹੈ, Mar Ji ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਵੱਡਿਆ ਭਾਗਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. That one is the one with great bhag, great fortune, who is a Sikh of the Guru. If somebody can call themselves a Sikh of the Guru, or somebody says that is a Sikh of the Guru, know that they have great bhag, vadde bhag, great fortune. If they can say that I'm a Sikh, or if they recognize as a Sikh of the Guru, whoever gives their head to the Guru, the one who wakes up in the morning, who recites the Guru's name, who says WhyGuru, that is a Guru ka Sikh. Many times we think I'm not worthy of being a Sikh of the Guru. No, it's as simple as this, but still requires a lot of blessings. Ke amrit vele jaag ke ishnan karke phir naam japo. They say that is a Sikh. Guru, they say the one who calls himself a Sikh of the Guru, har pankti kiya, the one in the morning, Guru SatGuru ka, jo Sikh akhaye, so pal ke utth har naam tiave. The one who wakes up in the morning and says God's name, that is a Sikh. Hanji.
ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਾ ਹਲਤ ਪਲਤ ਸਵਾਰੈ
ਤੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਦਾ ਹਲਤ ਪਲਤ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਲੋਕ ਅਤੇ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਸਵਾਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ. They take care of their life in this world and in the next world. Both worlds they take care of it. That is the effect of our Guru. That is the blessings of Guru Sahib Ji. In this world and the next world, they take care of their lekha. Lekha koi na puche. Nobody's going to ask their lekha. Jahar baksanda is to have their Guru as the true forgiver, bakshanahar, the one who blesses us with mukti. Hanji.
ਨਾਨਕ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੋ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਸਮਾਰੈ
ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਥਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੋ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ blesses the Sikh with ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ. ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਦਾਤ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਜੀ ਨਾ ਸਮਾਰੇ. Maharaj Ji says that Sikh remembers the Guru and the Guru remembers their Sikh. Give Sal Singh Ji, one time there was a time in Itihas, ਜਦੋਂ Sri Guru Kalgi Tar, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji Simran ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. Maharaj Ji doing Simran themselves. So imagine this, Guru Maharaj Ji aap adol roop de in this form of immovable meditation. So Maharaj Ji is doing this Simran ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਦਇਆ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਸ ਆ ਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. They look at Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Maharaj Ji ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਿ ਹੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ, the whole world, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ. The whole world is doing your ਸਿਮਰਨ. The whole world is meditating on you, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji. ਹੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਦਾ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ? Who are you doing ਸਿਮਰਨ of? Okay, the whole world is doing your simran, but who are you doing simran of? Because you yourselves are Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. You are God. Guru Parameshwar ek ho jaan. Say, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who are you doing simran of? If the whole world is doing simran of you. Then Maharaj Ji ose vele bachan karde and they say to Pai Daya Singh Ji, or the Panch Pyare, the first one to give their head to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. They say, hey Pai Daya Singh Ji. They say, that Sikh, Jiravi Mai Pai, that young Singh, that mother, that daughter of mine, the one who does Simran, jo mainu yaad karde han, the one who remembers me. Whoever remembers me, Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, they say, what do I do? They say, I remember them. The one who remembers me. It means that if we sit there in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's remembrance in their Simran, then Guru Gobind Singh Ji remembers us as well. Just like again a Sakhi of Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Sache Pashi sitting in Kirtan Sahib, and there's a Sikh sitting in, I think it's in Kabul, the Sikh is sitting. Pai Gonda Ji was his name, if I remember correctly. The Pai Gonda Ji was sent there by Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji to do Parchar, to go and preach, share Sikhi. Then one day Pai Gonda Ji wakes up, does Ishnan, and he starts to read Japji Sada Part, the morning prayer. Pai Gonda Ji doing Sri Japji Sada Part with full dhyan, and when he goes into this full deep concentration, Pai Gonda Ji focuses on Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji's charan, and he holds on to Guru Sahib Ji's charan. So imagine Pai Gonda Ji starts Japji Sahib, Ik Oankar, Satanam Karta Purk, and he puts his hands together. When he puts his hands together, it's not just a ritual, he's holding on to Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji's charan. Holding on to Guru Sahib Ji's charan, ਕਿ ਜੇ ਜੁਗ ਚਾਰੇ ਆਰਜਾ ਹੋਰ ਦਸੂਨੀ ਹੋਏ ਅਸੰਖ ਜਪ ਅਸੰਖ ਭਾਉ with so much ਧਿਆਨ they're holding on to Guru Sahib's charan ਕਿ Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji sitting Kirpur Sahib many miles away the Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji hasn't moved an inch, not even an inch Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji has moved. Amrit Vela has gone, morning has gone. Kyunki Sahib Sangat Ji, without Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji doing pog langar, if the Guru does not eat langar, no Sikh eats langar. So imagine the Sikhs are sitting there, okay, morning langar has gone, nobody's eaten because Guru Sahib is not eaten. ਫਿਰ ਦੁਪਹਿਰ ਨੂੰ, it's afternoon, Guru Sahib Ji hasn't got up. It has become the evening time. And finally Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji, 7th Guru, stands up. The Sikhs come to Maharaj Ji and they ask him, Maharaj, what is this Kautak, what's this wondrous play? What happened? The Maharaj says that my Sikh Bhai Gondaji was sitting so far away, but they sat in remembrance, and when they're doing Japji Sada part with so much dhyan, they held on to my charan that I didn't want to move because I didn't want to break their dhyan. I didn't want to break the dhyan of Bhai Gondaji, meaning that the Sikh who remembers the Guru is remembering the Sikh at the same time. That's the lesson for even me as well, all of us. When we recite Gurbani, realize that we're not reciting Gurbani to the air. We're not reciting just Gurbani to ourselves, we're reciting Gurbani to SatGuru Ji. That's why when we go to bed, when we sit on our palang, when we go to bed, Saun to pehla, what do? We do Sohela Sahib. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ Sohela Sahib ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, where do we face? We don't face a lamari unless you got Gutka Sahibs in there, that's fine. Where do we face? You face our pillow. Because who is sitting on that pillow? Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. So we're reciting our Bani to SatGuru Ji Maharaj. Maharaj is listening. Aram Gosaiya, Jiya ke Jivana, Mohina Bisar ho, Main Jan Tera. They say Mohina Bisar ho. What do we say to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji? Mohina Bisar, don't forget me, Main Jan Tera, I'm your servant. That is the connection between the Sikh and the Guru. The Sikh remembers the Guru, the Sache Pashi Maharaj Ji Aap, they themselves remember their Sikh Hanji.
Gur ke grahe sevak jo raha.
So Maharaj Ji bachan karde han ke jo Guru ka Sikh hai, jo Sache Pashi the Sikh hai, the one who is a Sikh of the Guru. Where does that Sikh remain? Us Sikh Sache Pashi Ji de Maharaj Ji da ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਰੂਪੀ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ. They stay in the home of the Guru. That is their home, ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ. That is the home of the Sikh. So remember that, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, then many months pass, we don't do ਸੰਗਤ. Then we come back again and we go. But would we ever leave our home for that long? No. We go home every single day. Every single day we go home because that's our home. It's not a house. It's our home. Big difference, right? We call that home. But Maharaj is saying for the Sikh, that the Sikh's home, Guru ke Grihe, is the Guru's home, which is the Guru ka, which is Sadh Sangat. That's where the Sikh remains, in Sadh Sangat Hanji.
Gur ki agya man meh sah.
Te Guru ki agya, Maharaj Ji de agya pave hukum vich rehanda hai. Always remain in the hukum of WhyGuru Ji. So one example we can give of a Guru ki Sikh, je Maharaj Ji bachan karde han, is again of Pai Sahib Ji, Parchar Singh Ji, staying in the Guru's home. But what was very unique was that they didn't just stay in Sadh Sangat, they took part in seva of the Sadh Sangat. By spreading the message and staying Guru ki agya, always staying in the hukum of Guru Sahib Ji, to do Parchar. Parchar all the time, no matter whatever obstacles they face in their life. Because if you know much about Pai Sahib Ji Jivan, or you go to do their Sangat, you'd realize that they had many obstacles. Right? Unfortunately, with many Guru Sikhs we hear by Itihas, when that Guru Sikh is around, they not appreciate as much as when they leave their body. Then everybody appreciates that person. But when they're around doing seva, then many times I remember I used to come here and there wouldn't be as much Sangat. Okay, well, there's a lot of Sangat. Many times there weren't a lot of Sangat as well. But then when Pai Sahib Ji was diagnosed with cancer, everybody wanted to come and see them. But when they were here every single Sunday doing Katha, then nobody wanted to come. I remember once I was in Birmingham and somebody said to me, I want to go and see them. And I was like, when they were there every single Sunday, why didn't you go see them then? And even after that, when they would still come and do a few more programs on Sunday, they didn't come then. Meaning that when it's too late, in anything in life, when it's too late, then we realize that, chalo, it was meri galti si, it was my mistake. I should have made more of an effort. But when that person is around, we take them for granted a lot of times. Just like how we take our Guru for granted. But when COVID came, then we all went to have darshan, but we couldn't have darshan. So Maharaj is saying to us that Guru ki agya man mein hai. They within their mind, Guru ki agya man mein se hai, that they always remain the hukum of Guru Sahib Ji, that no matter what's happening, they're going to keep spreading the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji. Guru ki agya hanji.
आपस को कर कछ न जनावे.
And they don't see themselves as anything. You know, sometimes we get this subtle on God. But those Guru Sikh Sasangaji, they don't see them as themselves as anything. One example I can give is we do Ardas and we say ke Kaho Nanak sab teri vaddi aaye, koi naam na jane mera. We say Ardas to pehla, Tud aage Ardas hamari, jiyo pind sab tera. Kaho Nanak sab teri vaddi aaye, koi naam na jane mera. Hopefully it comes up on the board. We say ke koi naam na jane mera, may nobody know my name. And this was very, 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 very apparent with Bhai Sahib Ji, that nobody knew his name. Even when they passed away, even today, they called him Jugaraj Singh. Right? Onkar de naal se Jugaraj Singh. Even if you watch some of the videos when Bhai Sahib Ji would start the Katha, and the Granthi Singh would do the announcement, and even a few times you'll say, okay, what's your name again? Right? Even though they become well known for the whole world, they'd love that. You see them laughing on stage, not because, this guy got my name wrong again. Why doesn't he know my name? It's because they lived up to that bachan. Koi naam na jane mera. That way nobody know my name. And even when it was their funeral, Antam Sanskar, and Gyani Gurudev Singh Ji passed away just last year, Gyani Ji was asked to do the Ardas. The Gyani Ji actually taught Bhai Sahib Ji a bit of Santhya as well. Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji Santhya many years ago. And even at the Akhri Ardas, the last Ardas, in the middle of the Ardas, when they got to saying the name of Bhai Sahib Ji again, they said to the Sangha, what was their name? Forgot their name. Right? Meaning ke jive Maharaj Ji bachan karne, they're saying to us, ke aapas ko kar kach na janave. They don't see themselves as anything. They lived up to those Guru Sikhs, whether that's Bhai Sahib Ji or any Guru ka Sikh, they don't see themselves as anything. They see themselves as the lowest, they see themselves as the mitti or the tur of the satsanga, the dust. They don't even see themselves as that, because that is too precious as well. That's how humble these Guru Sikhs are. All they want to do is do seva of everyone. Remember another story that comes to mind, and don't quote me on this, I was told this by another Guru Sikh, once they went into a meeting and they found the charan of the other Guru Sikhs as well. How many times today have we seen a Sikh following another Guru Sikh's charan, begging them to be more panthik, to bring the panth together? That was the prem that they had, and they didn't see themselves as anything. Today we won't fall, we're just about following Guru Granth Sahib Ji's charan, we wouldn't follow somebody else's charan. So, aapas ko kar kach na janabe. They don't see themselves as anything. But Maharaj Ji says to us, the ones who see themselves as nothing, they're the highest of the high. Nanak tinke sang satha vadya syogaris. Say, I want to be with those people who see themselves as the lowest of the low. That's where the Guru is. Their full kala, their full shakti is with that person. Whatever that person does, it has an effect. Hanji.
Har har naam hriday sad tyave.
Te har har pave har swasana satsanga ji. With every single breath, har har naam hriday sad tyave. Prabhu Parmeshwar WhyGuru Ji de Pavitr Naam har swas naal tyona karde han. Every single breath they focus on Maharaj Ji's Naam. Every single breath. And if you saw the post that came out last week, you see that with Bhai Sahib Ji, when they speak about the experiences of Naam Simran, how they would feel. Sometimes they feel happy. Sometimes they feel this separation, sadness, longing. Many people, including myself, we've just read the Sikhs, we've listened to Mahapurush Katha. But Guru Sikhs like them that are so rare, they've experienced what they're speaking about. They've lived it themselves. And you can see that when they speak to you about it. Because you know when somebody's just talking about it. But you know when somebody's experiencing, because the way they speak about it is very different. The Maharaj says, Hara Hara Naam Hriday Sadatya Ave. कि in their heart they focus on WhyGuru's name all the time, and Babe Sahib Singh jo महसूस करते, they can feel it. They can feel that naam inside, they can feel WhyGuru's name, they can feel WhyGuru. WhyGuru is no longer this concept. WhyGuru is real in them. WhyGuru exists. We think God exists. You know, maybe when we die, they will meet God, but they've met God. They know God exists. That is the difference. But Maharaj is saying to us that you can do the same. That's what they were sharing with us, when we call it preaching, sharing, that you can experience that as well. You can meet Guruji. You can open that door. And you can experience them as well, Hanji.
Man becha SatGuru ke paas.
How? How can we experience WhyGuru man becha? Beche pave tana mana tana sab saup Guru ko ke man vechna. We have to give our mind to the Guru. Man beche SatGuru ke paas to who? To SatGuru ji. Give everything to the Guru. If we do that, then Maharaji gives us everything back. Everything that we're longing for inside, that we don't even know that we need, that we want, that we've been longing for billions of years, not for 5, 10, 15 years, whether that's this umr, this life we live in, this age that we have. Maharaji says for many, many lives, they say that what we've been looking for, we've been longing for billions of years, man beche SatGuru ke paas, Hanji.
Tes sevak ke karj ras.
Then Sasni tis sevak ke, that servant, karj ras, all their karj, all their affairs, ras means to resolved. Sare karj ras ho dinde Sasni ji, all their affairs are resolved when they do this, man beche SatGuru ke paas. When they give everything to the Guru. And what did that mean? It means giving a head to the Guru. It's that simple, but for some reason that difficult, or how difficult we make it in our mind, that we ask ourselves, what is this path of Sikhi? What does it mean to become a Sikh of the Guru? All it means very simply is to give our head to the Guru. That's how simple it is. Give our head to the Guru, and then once we give our head, then the Guru does the rest. They give us our Sikhya, how we're meant to live our lives. Man beche SatGuru ke paas te sevak ke karj ras, Hanji.
Seva karat hoye nahkami.
Here seva karo. Then do seva. We can do seva before. It still has a lot of effect. But now we're doing seva under the Guru's guidance. By getting the Guru's stamp. Seva karta. They Sahib Singh ji seva kar karke. When we do seva again and again, seva karta hoye nihkami. Fir, when we do seva, fir Sahib Singh ji, os jiva, kamana to ret ho janda hai. That person has no more kamana. Kamana means desires. So we ask ourselves, how do I have no desires? Sometimes when we do seva, we have to have a desire to do seva. When we start off, we have to start off that by doing seva, our mind becomes clean and we gain the Guru's blessings. This is a desire, right? But when we do seva again and again, it doesn't become any more about that result. It becomes about just doing seva of the Guru. It's no longer that, if I wash these pandey, then my mind's going to become pure. It doesn't become about, if I do Jordan seva, then that dust of their feet's gonna bless me, and all my pains are gonna be taken away. That can happen. If Guru said this kirpa, it will happen. But there's a desire for that, which is not wrong, because it's a shubh ichha, it's a good desire to have. But it's still a desire. I know I'm going off topic, just like how Sant Gyani Guru Bachan Singh Ji, before Sant Ji left their physical body in their previous life. So Mahapurush already gained mukti. They said this in their own katha. They'd already gained mukti. But at their last moment, they had a desire, they had a thought. I have all this vidya, I learned so much, but I've never taught anybody else. I've never shared this with anybody else. And because of that last desire, they had to come back again to fulfill that. Even though they already gained that higher avastha, they had a desire. So they came back and they taught hundreds of people, hundreds of Guru Sikhs vidya, Brahm vidya, how to meet WhyGuruji, how to spread that message. Meaning, many of us have desires, and the desires keep us coming again and again. But the one who becomes nihkami, seva karta hoye nihkami, Hanji.
Tisko hot parapat Swami.
When we become without any desires, the Maharaj says, Tisko hot parapat Swami, fir Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuruji di prapati. Then we gain WhyGuruji. When there's no more desires. When there's no more desires, then we meet God. Just like once, I was blessed to go meet a saint as well, Mahapurush. And I said to them, this is many years ago, okay, I have a desire to meet God. And the Mahaprabhu said to me, as long as you have a desire to meet God, you never meet God. Why? Because you have a desire. As long as you have a desire, it will stay as a desire. We have to remove those desires and act upon it. Action. Do the karma. Don't get caught up in the desires. Do it, because as long as it stays as a desire, then we have to keep coming back until we fulfill that. So we have to act upon it. So tisko hota prapata swami, fir Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru ji di prapti hundi hai. Hanji.
ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਜਿਸ ਆਪ ਕਰੇ
ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਨੀ ਉਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਨਾਨਕ ਸੋ ਸੇਵਕ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਮਤ ਲੇ।
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji Katha ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ। Guru tells us whoever WhyGuru ji places their glance of grace upon, ਨਾਨਕ ਸੋ ਸੇਵਕ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਉਸ ਸੇਵਕ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਮਤ ਲੇ। ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਮਤ ਲੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਧਾਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਜਾਂ ਲੈਣਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। They take upon the Guru Sikhya. When Guru Sahib does kirpa. How does the Guru do kirpa? When we come into the Sharana of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. When we come to the Guru and we do Ardas, Hath jod ke, we put our hands together and we say, Maharaj Ji, Aap Ji kirpa karo, you do kirpa. When Maharaj does kirpa, then we take upon the Guru's Mata Hanji.
Bis bisve gur ka man mana.
So in English, when we talk about something complete, we say 100%, right? But when it comes to in Gurbani, or you could say our parents' generation, 20 means 100. But when somebody says 20, that means 100%. So bis bisve basically means 100%. Pure nishche de na sasang ji bis bisve gur ka man manne. The one who accepts Guru Sahib Ji's bachan, manne. Pure nishte dana saasin, the one who accepts the Guru's bachan, there's no even one piece of doubt in their mind, Hanji.
So sevak Parameshwar ki gat jana.
Maharaj says ke so sevak ke os sevak, that Sikh, they understand the way to meet WhyGuru ji. How do we gain WhyGuru ji? Because they are full nishcha in WhyGuru ji, full faith. And that faith becomes experience. So Maharaj is saying to us that sevak, so sevak, hanji dwara paro ji.
So sevak Parameshwar ki gat jana.
Parameshwar ki gat he means the way to meet WhyGuru ji. You can say gat as in halat, state, maryada. What is the way? What is the, I wouldn't call it rules, but what is the path to meet WhyGuru ji? Jane means janda hai. They know the way to meet WhyGuru ji, Hanji.
So SatGuru jis hriday har nao.
The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji speaks about Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji. They ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਸੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਜੋ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਹਨ। My Guru, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, ਸੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਜਿਸ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ। They say that my Guru, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, ਜਾਂ Guru Amardas Ji ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ, ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ, ਜਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, my Guru, they say that in their heart, ਜਿਸ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ. What sits inside their heart? Now naam. Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru ji da naam. That God's name sits inside their heart, Hanji.
Anek baar gur ko bal jao.
The anek baar, anek vari, many times, bal jao, bale har. They say that I'm a sacrifice to that one. I'm a sacrifice to Guru Sahib Ji because inside their heart sits WhyGuru ji. And when we connect to the Guru and we focus on the Guru, then inside our heart sits WhyGuru ji's name as well. They say ke tan tehe jan jeh kat basyo har naam. They say tan. So that Sikh is not just blessed, they're so blessed. They say jo one of their mata pita ji han, their mother and their father, they are blessed as well. Tan te jan jeh kat basyo har naam. Kathe means hirda. Jeh kat basyo har naam. Inside their heart resides WhyGuru ji. How blessed is that being? The Maharaj Ji is saying that SatGuru Ji Maharaj Ji, inside their heart sits WhyGuru ji, Hanji.
Sarab nidan ji ka data.
Sarab nidan, they say that sare khajana, that Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, ja Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj Ji, they all want, there's no difference. That Sache Paatshah sare khajaniyan da malik hai. They're the master of all treasures. Any treasure that we ask for, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is the treasure. Jaisa kaha Maharaj Ji says was Anhad Bani Punji Santana Hath Rakhi Kunji. Say Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji is the treasure box. And within the hands of the saint, of the Sadh Sangat, they have the key to open that treasure box, to understand Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji. So, and they say ke Dwara Paro Ji,
ਸਰਬ ਨਿਦਾਨ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਦਾਤਾ
Ji ka data. Ji here means zindagi. So zindagi da den wala hai. They're the one that gives us life. Maharaj Ji aap bachan karde han hanji.
ਆਠ ਪਹਿਰ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਰੰਗ ਰਾਤਾ
The Guru Maharaj Ji, the Sikh of the Guru, Aat Pahar. Pahar means a section of the day. Aat means 8. The 8 sections of the day, Pave 24 kante, 24 hours in the day. Aat Pahar Par Brahma Rang Rata. Rata means to be completely imbued in. Ke WhyGuru Ji de Anand vich Rangya Rende Han, they always remain absorbed in the color and the love of WhyGuru Ji in the Anand. 24 hours. You know, sometimes we listen to Kirtan Katha, we have a bit of Nand for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, but the rest of the week it goes back down. Then we need to top up again. Maharaj Ji said the one who has God's name inside their heart, who recites God's name again and again, they say all day, every day, 24/7, they're always in Anand. That bliss that we experience for maybe 10 seconds once a year, that amazing smagam that we might go to, Maharaj says they get that every single moment, every single day, all the time, Hanji.
ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਮਹਿ ਜਨ ਜਨ ਮਹਿ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ
They say Brahm. Brahm here means WhyGuru Ji. Meh ke Prabhu Parmeshwar WhyGuru Ji, the which inside God sits the servant. And within the part of Brahm, inside WhyGuru Ji sits, inside the WhyGuru Ji sits the servant, within the servant sits WhyGuru Ji, meaning there is no difference. They are one. Ik Swarup hai Hanji.
ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਆਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਛ ਭਰਮ
Like we said, Ik Swarup, there's no difference. Nahi kach param, koi param ped nahi hai. Satsanga Ji, there's no doubt here, the Guru is saying, there's no delusion, nothing to think about here. Just like how Guru Ramdas Ji tells us ke Sikh Guru, Guru Sikh hai. Or Guru Sikh, Sikh Guru hai. Eko Guru Upadesh chalaye. Maharaj Ji says as Guru Ramdas Ji, the Guru is the Sikh and the Sikh is the Guru. If this one thing, Eko Guru Upadesh chalaye. If the Guru's Upadesh is inside both of them, there is no difference. Har jando ek hai. The Sikh and the Guru become one. Tai se kehte ne Guru Sikh. We don't just say Guru and then we say Sikh. We say Guru Sikh. Meaning they become one. That two, there was once a Guru, there was once a Sikh, but now there's only a Guru Sikh. There's no more two. There's no more Guru and a Sikh. They become one. So Maharaj is saying to us that Sikh becomes one with the Guru. That is the Padavi, that is the level the Guru gives to us. That you're no longer the servant, you now become one with the Guru. You're Guru ka Sikh, Hanji.
ਸਹਸ ਸਿਆਣਪ ਲਿਆ ਨਾ ਜਾਈਏ
Just like in Japji Sada Path, Sehas Syanapa Lakh Hohe, Taikana Challe Nan. We have many different types of clevernesses inside us. How are we going to meet WhyGuru Ji? Sehas Syanapa Leya na jaiye. None of them are going to go with us. Chaturai kene na paya. Guru Amar Das Ji says to us that through clevernesses we cannot meet WhyGuru Ji, Hanji.
ਨਾਨਕ ਐਸਾ ਗੁਰ ਬੜ ਭਾਗੀ ਪਾਈਐ
So Maharaj Ji kathan ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ Guru Arjan Dev Ji Sache Pasha Ji ke aisa gur vada bhagi paiye. We can only gain that Guru through vadde bhag, through great fortune. And that fortune arrives when we come to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sharan. And whenever we matha take to Guru Granth Sahib Ji, our bhag is always changing, our fortune always changes every time we bow to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Hanji.
ਸਫਲ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਪੇਖਤ ਪੁਨੀਤ
The Safal Darshan, whenever we have darshan of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, that is Safal, that is fruitful, because Pekhut Puneet. Every time we see the Guru Puneet, they say our mind, jo sada man hai satsang, jo pavitr ho janda hai, Hanji.
ਪਰਸਤ ਚਰਨ ਗਤ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਰੀਤ
The Parasat Charan means to hold on to, shuhan karke. When we hold on to Guru Sahib Ji's Charan, they say that we become pure. Te nirmal reeta, gat pave, we can say mukti, us jiva, mukt ho janda hai. Jasa Sangha Ji, nirmal reeta, they learn the true path, the pure path, the path of the Khalsa, to become pure. Nirmal reeta, ke pagda ki chal narali. the path of the Bhagats. How to walk the path of WhyGuru Ji? When we hold into the Guru's charan, pave chit charan naam, Gurbani padke, sarvan karke, by reading, reciting Gurbani, we learn the path of pureness, Hanji.
ਭੇਟਤ ਸੰਗ ਰਾਮ ਗੁਣ ਰਵੇ
By gaining sadh sangat, Ram gun gave, we sing the praises. Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji de guna nu, us jeev gauna karda hai, Hanji.
ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਕੀ ਦਰਗਹ ਗਵੇ
ਫਿਰ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, what do we gain from that? ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਕੀ ਦਰਗਹ
ਗਵੇ
ਗਵੇ ਪਾਵੇ। ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, they gain that ਦਰਗਾਹ ਪਾਵੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ। Within Sachkhand they gain a thought, they gain that place where WhyGuru resides, Gurupur. Where the Guru is, they go home to that place where WhyGuru resides when they start to recite Guru Sahib's name in Sat Sangat. Sat Sangat mile so tariya.
ਸੁਨ ਕਰ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਨ ਆਕਾਨੇ
ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਬਚਨ ਸਰਵਨ ਕਰਕੇ, by listen to Guru Sahib's ਬਚਨ, they say ਕਿ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਨ ਹਨ ਸਾਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੋ ਤ੍ਰਿਪਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, our ears become fulfilled, they become satiated, because right now our ears are filled with nindya and ustat. We listen to nindya and ustat all the time, praise and slander, but when we take upon the Guru's bachan, then they become tripat, they become satiated, they become santokhi, Hanji.
Man santokh atam patiyane.
Te man santokh, man de vich sabr means santokh, our mind becomes content. The atam patiyane, patiyane means parosa, faith. We gain faith, atam can mean man as well, or it can mean our atma. Atam Swarupa. That we gain faith in the Atam Swarupa Rosa, that actually I had this Atma Mantu Jota Swarupa hai, apna mool pachan, and we start to connect to the Atma, Hanji.
Pura gur akhyo jaka mantar.
Te pura gur. Jo pura Guru hai, our true Guru SatGuru Ji, they say their mantar, pave Guru mantar, mool mantar, akhyo means nasto rahat. Ke Marji's bachan, Gurbani is not stored, it cannot be destroyed. SatGuru ki bani, sat kar jan ho, Guru Sikh ho. The Marji's bachan is not stored, it cannot be destroyed, Hanji.
Amrit drist pikhe hoy sant.
And when Guru Sahib bless us with the Amrit drishti, when we are blessed with the glance of grace of the Guru, the Marji says, Amrit drishta pikhe hoy sant. That Sikh, that person becomes sant pave, they gain shanti. Shanta Swarup. When the Guru blesses us with the Amrit Drishti, then we gain Shanti inside us. That is a Sant. Sant means Sant, Shant. The one who has Shanti inside them, true peace, that is a Sant, and that is the Kirpa that Guru Sahib Ji does through their Amrita Drishti, Hanji.
Gun Bayant Keemat nahi paaye.
Guna Bayant, Marji's gun Bayant, Keemat nahi paaye. And we cannot find the end, the kimati, the worth of Guru Sahib Ji's gun, Hanji.
Nanak jis pava tis lay milaye.
So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharji, in their last line, in this aakhri bachan jo Maharji sanu bakshde han, they say ke Nanak jis pave. Guru Maharji kathan karne ke jis pave. When we gain the Guru's khushiya, when we please the Guru, this is our job. Just earn the Guru's khushiya, jis pave. This is lay malai. Fir Saad Sangat Ji, when we earn the Guru's khushiya, fir Prabhu Parameshwar di prapti. Then we gain WhyGuru Ji. When we earn the Guru's khushiya, through the Guru's khushiya, we gain WhyGuru Ji. That's why we go to the Panch Pyare. When Panch Pyare bless us with Amrit di Daat, and we follow the bachan of the Panch Pyare, fir, why would we not meet WhyGuru Ji? That is a promise the Panch Pyare give to us. So please forgive all the mistakes made in the Katha. Inya benti parvan karniya. Many mistakes made in the Katha vichar. Though Pai Sabji's Barsi, Pai Jagras Singh Ji's Barsi is next week. For Wednesday, their program at Havelock Road, Gurdwara Sahib, in Pai Sabji's memory. Next Saturday, with Simran Jap here, the whole day. They fed Aitwar next week as well. We'll have a city search part Bog and Katha and Kirtan Divan in Pai Sabji's memory as well. So again, please forgive the mistakes that we made. Deho Sajjan Asi Siriya, Jo Hove Sahib Syo Mela.
Gun Bayant Keemat nahi paaye. Nanak jis pava tis lay milaye.
He Gobind, He Gopal, He Dayal Lal, Prananath Anath Sake, Deena Dard Nivar, He Samrath Agam Puran Mohe Maya Tar, ਅੰਧਕੂਪ ਮਹਾ ਭਿਆਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰ। ਆਏ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸਰਨਾਗਤੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਿਧ ਦਇਆਲ। ਏਕ ਅੱਖਰ ਹਰ ਮਨ ਮਸਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਤ ਨਿਹਾਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਮ ਜਹਾਜ ਹੈ ਚੜ੍ਹੇ ਸੋ ਤਰੇ ਪਾਰ। ਜੋ ਸਰਦਾ ਕਰ ਸੇਵ ਦੇ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਹਾਰ। ਜੋ ਸਰਦਾ ਕਰ ਸੇਵ ਦੇ ਗੁਰ ਪਾਰ ਉਤਾਰਨ ਹਾਰ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.